Think about the one thing you are most afraid of, the outcome you hope never happens to you. Maybe it's being abandoned. Maybe it's being publicly rejected, or realizing you failed in front of everyone who matters. Now, look at your history. Has that specific scenario already happened to you? More than once? If the answer is yes, it is easy to feel unlucky. You might feel as though you are carrying a weight you didn't ask for, or that the world is simply tilted against you. But there is a pattern to these repetitions. You are finding yourself in the same painful situations because of a subtle relationship between your fears and your actions. This cycle of self-sabotage is a learned response. It is a predictable habit of the nervous system that can be identified, traced to its source, and finally changed. Your brain is designed to keep you alive, and to do that, it prioritizes patterns over happiness. It scans your environment for what is familiar, because familiar things are things your ancestors survived. This chart represents the internal map your brain begins drawing the moment you are born. These nodes, safety, danger, and love, establish your baseline expectations for how the world works. Most of this map was drawn before you were 7 years old. A child makes conclusions based on a small amount of information. If the people around you were unpredictable or conditional with their affection, your brain recorded those jagged, chaotic pathways as the standard definition of a relationship. This creates a confirmation bias. Your brain treats these early conclusions as facts and looks for evidence to support them. It notices every small sign of trouble, while it ignores or rejects signs of stability that don't fit the existing map. Because the nervous system seeks the familiar, an adult raised in chaos often finds a calm environment suspicious. Peace feels boring or like a sign that something bad is about to happen, leading you to create drama just to return to a state you understand. We can see this play out in the choices people make every day. Person A is terrified of being abandoned. They grew up with a parent who was emotionally distant, so as an adult, they gravitate toward partners who are hot and cold. It doesn't feel good, but it matches the map they grew up with. To keep this person interested, Person A shrinks their own needs and clings tighter. This behavior often causes the partner to pull away, which creates the very abandonment Person A was trying to avoid. Person B is terrified of failure and looking foolish. To stay safe, they never try anything where they might struggle. They play it safe, stay in the same role for years, and say no to every risk. Years pass without growth. By avoiding the possibility of failing at a specific task, they have instead ensured they fail at building a meaningful life. In both cases, fear provides the direction. It leads you toward the outcomes you are most desperate to escape. Breaking this cycle starts with understanding that you are not broken. You are simply following a set of instructions that no longer match the world you live in. The first step is to name the fear. Write it down as a belief, not a fact. Instead of saying, "people leave me," write, "I believe that people will leave me." This shift helps you see the thought as an object you can examine. Next, trace the belief back. Ask yourself when you first felt this way and what was happening at that time. You will likely find a child who drew a conclusion based on a very specific, limited situation. Third, notice when the fear is driving. When a small event triggers a strong wave of anxiety or anger, pause. Ask yourself if your reaction is about the current moment or the old map. The fourth step is to do the opposite of what the fear suggests. If you feel the urge to cling, give space. If you feel the urge to hide, share your work. This will be uncomfortable at first, but every time you survive a situation by doing the opposite of what your fear demands, you provide your nervous system with new evidence. You are showing it that the world is wider than the map you are given. Your fear is a reflection of your past, and the past is just where you started. You have the tools now to look at the territory as it actually is and draw a new way forward.